Hello, crafty friends. Welcome back, or welcome if you're new here. So, I have another Scraptember. Today we are using pattern papers, and I have a fun one for you today. This is documenting our very last night in Destin, Florida. And so, this is in the group photo, it shows all of us that were in the condo in one of the condos. So it's me and actually we're missing one person, I think, one of my sisters that was from that condo. So that last night we had had dinner, we were all full, and we still had some beer and wine to polish off before we flew out the next morning. And so we were just having a jolly good old time. And so we were laughing and telling stories. And then all of a sudden, when you are laughing, 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 and then it just goes silent. And so in that silence, I played the beer flute. So if you don't know what the beer flute is, it's basically when you blow. It's kind of like playing a flute. You blow across the top of the bottle and it makes that whoo sound. And so I did that, and like my entire family just busted out laughing. And so we have laughed and laughed and laughed over that moment. So, of course, I had to document it. Um, Here you can see that. For my pattern paper, I actually had recently purchased the July and August kits from Hip Kit Club that I hadn't purchased anything from them for a while. And I actually thought these two collections looked really fun. I knew I was going to have these beach pictures, and then my husband and I are going on a trip in February as well. So I thought I could probably use some of these items for that trip as well. Um, but really, the colors were just so fun that I wanted to pull this out and make it work for a layout here. My background is a pattern paper. It's kind of hard to tell, but it's a white paper with a pink grid on it. And then the other pattern papers that I used were the basically the two shelves that I created for all of my embellishments and pictures. Um, I think it was three different pieces. The yellow was one piece, and the pink scallops at the top was the backside of the stripe on the bottom, and then the pink on the bottom as well. So I did use four pieces of pattern paper. And then you just kind of saw my process of going through some of the embellishments, deciding where I wanted things to go, and just doing the audition process of where everything was going to go. And so when I start putting some of these things down, that I'm building my clusters and sticking them to each other, so then I can kind of move them all together at once. I knew I wanted to, within this collection from Hip Kit Club, you could see there in the upper left-hand corner that they had these vellum stickers, which are similar to like the 49 a Market rub-ons that you would get to make it look like mixed media, but these were vellum stickers, and actually these are actually pretty cool. So I might actually give a try of, I did buy some vellum sticker paper a while back, so I might see if I can create some of my own when I purchase some digital collections maybe. So maybe be on the lookout for that here someday. So anyway, I'm just starting to put down some of my layers, and when I did put each of those shelves down, that I did just kind of put the adhesive at the top, so then I could pull that up easily and add those texture vellum stickers in some various places. So and as I was picking some of my layers, obviously I wanted some bigger pieces. I was trying to balance out color as well as, you know, rounded pieces versus more straight and rigid pieces and things of that nature in various sizes. So larger sizes, medium sizes, and smaller bits and pieces. So there you can see I did put one of those vellum stickers down to kind of fill the void between that chipboard frame as well as and the other picture, the horizontal picture there. So that was kind of my reasoning behind those little bits. And then here, obviously you can see me adding very quickly here because this was actually a pretty long video, so I did speed it up quite a bit, but I did want to leave in kind of my process, showing me, you know, going through each thing, auditioning, etc. So there I did add another little color splotch there with the vellum that looks like mixed media, adding some dimensional adhesive to that little drink since we were having beverages, that I thought that was appropriate there. And this one, what does that say? Oh, it says, "What an epic moment." And it was while it was in June, our family has been together a couple more times, and we have laughed about that beer flute moment multiple times since then. So I have a feeling that it will probably be one of those stories that we talk about for quite some time throughout the years. So let's see. Oh, here's where I'm going to go in that I probably should have done this particular part before I got too far, but forgot. So there it looks like I put a little bit of mixed media underneath. But it was just super easy to do that with a vellum sticker with that texture there. And so now I'm going to go do the same thing to the upper part that I'm going to add the shelf here. Get both bits stuck down there, and then I do kind of work to fluff up those rolled edges so you can see what was on the back side here. And then here, before I start sticking everything down, I think I start to take a look at what I might add under one of those dips of where the paper rolls up. And looks like I come back to that here a little bit later. So again, and so I have already completed my journaling that I wanted to make sure I had room on this tag, and I knew I wanted to layer that palm tree over the top of it, so I drew around where the palm tree was going to go and then did my journaling. So I made sure that none of the words were covered up by the tree, the palms. And so that flamingo, that I knew the legs were going to go behind this chipboard piece, but I wanted it to have some dimensions, so I left the leg, I did stick the leg straight to the page, but I did add some foam adhesive behind the top part of him, so that still gave me some dimension there. And here I'm just trying to make sure that I leave room for my title to mostly fit. It does mostly fit onto this green piece, and so I want to make sure I have all of the little bits taped down before I put my title down, because that E does come off the edge onto that blue stamp there. And so this particular vellum piece that I am going to cut in half, because I knew most of it was going to be hidden behind those colored stamps, and then the other part I'm going to put down here in that little section there. And so I think, oh, nope, I don't have everything stuck down there, but I'm trying to figure out which direction I want to tilt these stamps, and what will be covered up, and giving some variance in sizes on these particular pieces as well. That little gap is going to get covered up by that floral piece. So now that I have everything down, then I'm going to go ahead and stick the title down here. And I think I was trying to decide if I wanted to overlap on the picture or not. And so really I just kind of did a little bit of both there. So get the floral piece down, put my little chipboard drink on there, and then these are two little sodas, but I thought it supported the concept that we were having some various beverages that evening. So, and then now I'm going to come in, I've got several of these little flowers, and I decided to put those in several different places around the layout to add some additional color. And I guess I didn't talk about that I did tie some twine in each of the tags as well, that I used two different colors just to spread the colors around. And then these enamel dots are also from Hip Kit Club, came in one of these two different collections, and so I just went tone on tone in three different places here, and added those around the layout here. So that pretty much ends the video part. I'm going to add the gold splatters that I've been putting on most of the 12 by 12 layouts that I have created for this trip here. So if you have any questions for me, please feel free to leave those down below. I have close-up shots coming here shortly, right now. And I will have a playlist of everybody playing along with Scraptember, and as well as links to my Pinterest as well as Instagram. So thank you for stopping by, and we will see you next time. Bye.